Crossing live now to Deputy of the European Parliament and President of the SOS Romania political party, Diana Șoșoacă. Many thanks for joining us on the programme today. So there is a sense that hosting a US military base gives some security, but we've seen that's not the case in the Middle East. So do you think a US presence in Romania would be any different?
Hello, and thank you for your invitation. I hope you hear me very well. Well, Romania has 13 military bases, USA and NATO, but we know that NATO is USA. So we are in most dangerous situation because, as we've seen, Iran attacked all military bases apart to USA or Israel. So above of this, you saw the so-called president of Romania, because we don't recognize this person, Nicu Șordan, as our president, because we didn't have free elections. I was forbid to participate to the election, and this person is not elected by Romanians, but he is elected by Americans, European Union, Israel, and so on, and they fraud the elections. But now they decided in this Council of Security of Romania, not the parliament, but this Council of Security, they decided that they allow USA to use Cogălnicianu military bases for Iran. But this is not the only military bases who brings dangers here in this region, and including against Russia, because we have the Veselu military bases, where we have a so-called shield for Iran, but it's not for a shield. It's an arm which is used to attack Iran. So if they will use this arm against Iran, of course Iran will react. But I don't know if you know, but tomorrow Mr. so-called President of Ukraine, Zelensky, will be in Romania. And he will be in a meeting with our so-called President of Romania, Nicu Șordan. So I wonder why Zelensky choose this kind of moment to come in Romania, because we have Iran and we have Ukraine. So if you will use the so-called shield, but the arm against Iran from the Veselu, it's next to Russia. So they can point, including Russia bases, military bases.
So, in your view, I mean, we don't know what's on the agenda for the meeting with Zelensky and your leader over the next few days. Do you have any intel into what might be up for discussion?
Well, I think in 40 minutes we will have a meeting in Romanian Parliament, and the Parliament of Romania will not vote for entering Romania in this war. I'm so sorry. In fact, the Constitution of Romania says that the Parliament of Romania is the only institution which can vote to that Romania enter in a war. But there are all informs. There are two informs for Parliament. The so-called President of Romania announced Parliament that we will go into war because we will be a belligerent state, because we allowed Americans to attack Iran. So in this moment we are a belligerent state, exactly as we are a belligerent state against Russia. I don't think it will be an institution of Romania which can stop this kind of decision of this Supreme Council of Security of Romania. The only possibility is that Parliament can stop this, but the Parliament belongs to the President of Romania, and to the political party who support USA, Israel, and they support the war against Iran and against Russia. So we are now in the most dangerous situation. I think we are now in the center of the Third World War, and we are used, and Romanians will be used to attack Iran and Russia, because this is what Zelensky will ask the so-called president of Romania, Nicu Șordan.
So,
I think only people of Romania can save the situation if they will get out on the streets. Other way, we cannot, because the majority is 80% in Romanian parliament. So the majority belongs to the political parties who support NATO, who support USA, who support Israel, and of course they will not renounce to this decision to support these states in this, so I call it the Third World War.
So let me ask you this. In the event of a military standoff, do you think the presence of US military assets in your country would provide any degree of protection?
No, we never had protection from NATO or from United States of America or from Israel or from France or European Union. No, it will be the most dangerous situation for Romania, and we will lose people who will decide to leave the country. And we have 10 million, half of the population is abroad, and now they will leave a lot. I talked to a lot of teenagers, and they told me that they will leave the country because they don't want to be killed in a war that it doesn't belong to us. Now we have two wars that are not belonging to us. We have a very big problem with prices, with taxes, and they are over our capacity to pay. We do not have the budget voted by the parliament yet. It's the first time in a history when we don't have the budget, and it's March of 2026. We have no money. We are borrowed, and we have a lot of people starving. We have a lot of people who are not afford to live, and there are a lot of people who are dying or suicide themselves because they do not have the possibility to live in Romania. So this situation, when we don't have money for pensioners, for teenagers, for kids, for families, and we have money only to support their wars in Ukraine and in Iran, in this situation, it will be, I think, the end of Romania, because we cannot resist in this situation. I don't think it will last 2 or 3 months, and you will have massive emigration from Romania. And I don't think they have the power to get out on the streets, because our police and gendarmerie beat the people of Romania. There is no democracy here in European Union or in Romania.
Yeah,
and
really,
they put them in jail, or they sanction them with a lot of money, and people they do not have money to pay these sanctions. It's a very, very difficult situation for Romania, and I think we need help. We need help from God or something to happen. And if you may allow to say something, it's the same situation like in Second World War. You know, we were exactly with our on the mistake part of the history, and we had to turn our arms against our former partners and to support Soviet Union. I think it's the same situation in nowadays.
We really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for joining us on the program, and I do hope you feel better soon. SOS Romania party member and MEP Diana Șoșoacă, thank you.
Yeah.